Hey everybody, how are you? Okay, welcome to you all. First time looking at close to your profile picture? You aren't happy? Oh, Mr. Tree's profile picture. Yeah, his picture's always been that way. Howdy, Callum. Hey, Universal and Mr. Tree and Cooperator. Did I mean to start this late? I mean, I was always going to start it at 8:15 today, but I was thinking about it and I just thought, you know what, I'll just go ahead and send the message ahead of time and everybody can file in the meanwhile, and then we'll get started as normal. Just a second here. Hey, it's good, okay. Glad to see it. How are you all? Okay, well, I've mostly just been doing this, and it doesn't ever feel like it's enough. But I will say I got the bottom part finished, up to the blue line like I initially wanted. So I got all the lapis in place. It didn't take as much lapis as I was expecting to. But then again, we've still got other spots where lapis will be, you know, used to accentuate it. These stripes were such a good idea. They look so good. Incidentally, Tron building is looking great. Well, it isn't super Tron-esque. I was actually kind of uncertain about using like sea lanterns or something else like that. I think I don't want tons of like open, obvious, you know, hey, this is a build kind of stuff. Like, I think I want it to be a little more subtle, because Blackstone is not a bright block, and it's not really a technical block, you know? It's like, I don't know, we don't really have a good allegory for Blackstone in the real world. So I don't know that it's not something I can compare it to. I don't know what to say, honestly. Oh shit. If I do like Matica, it'll just sort of poop out on me. But yeah, the real Tron building was gray concrete, sea lanterns, and polished deep slate. That was the real Tron style. This is just sort of like an imitation of that build style. It feels very unique. It's its own thing, you know? Ah, shit. Hate it when I misplace blocks. Feeling like using your other account today, back in a sec? All right. I keep forgetting you got a bunch of accounts. Okay. Will it work? Kinda. But okay, well, this giant thing is certainly going to take some time, and unfortunately there's all this polished Blackstone staircasing hither and yon, so it's something. It's something. I put a lot more polished stairs around the place to kind of make it less rough around the edges, I guess. I don't know. I'm just kind of winging it just a little bit. Okay, well, I'm definitely going to have to come back to this section when I've got more of that done. For now, it's mostly just More of the same. It's really just more of the same at this point. It looks good, though. Looks really good to have all the Blackstone done up to a point. It's not quite livable, but it is a standard. Not been involved much since I lost interest in Minecraft at the moment. How's the progress? I mean, it's fine. It'll take a good month or two before it's really, truly, like, squared away. Oh, that's your the other account. Okay. Welcome, Copperator, who's actually Copper. That's the other account you meant, Mr. Tree. I see. I had no idea you had two Mr. Trees. I thought you were like Mr. Tree and then something else. What is it with people on alt accounts, I tell you? So what made you lose interest in Minecraft, Universon? Are you bummed out because we had to flee and lost Ocean's Anomalous or something else? You have 3 accounts, okay. I thought you had another one. Wasn't sure. Hey Elmo, you're in the fridge house stream. It's alright. We're getting along. If you're fridging it up, that must mean you're sweltering. Have you guys gotten any warm weather up there in New York yet? I imagine it's not time quite yet. But... just not finding it as fun. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, sometimes things just knock the wind out of your sails. Don't know. It must mean you're smoking. Smoking hot. I am sweltering, not really. It's still cold out, but the kitchen is hot. Oh, damn, yeah. I see. One of these days, you'll end up having... Hello, yes. Yes, that is you too. Okay. Yeah, one of these days, they'll get an air conditioning unit or something in that kitchen. I mean, I guess it's not really plausible. I don't know, is it? It feels like with a kitchen, if it's too hot, that's a an oven issue. Like they need to find a way to cool it. Probably get back in when you need you to open the test server. Yeah, it'll be a while, but yeah, we don't have much of anything at the moment. All I have is a small loan of 1 billion Blackstone. Well, it's not really 1 billion, but yeah. Come to think of it, let me do a little bit of quick math. 27 stacks. Okay, and then 54. So that's 93,312 per double chest. So if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 1 billion divided by that answer. Holy living shit. 1 billion Blackstone is 10,716 double chests of boxes full of Blackstone. I don't think anyone has ever had that many items on the server before. Just gonna go out on a limb and say that that's not occurred. I was expecting it to be like 1,000 double chests. No, it's 10,000. Jesus Christ, 1 billion is absurd. I don't think it's possible then. Now that I'm really like crunching the numbers, I don't think it's possible to make a gigabase in survival. I don't think it's possible. You could spend a decade and still only maybe get halfway at best. Yeah, I don't think a gigabase is possible. I don't know. Sticking on this one for the rest of the stream. Okay, sure. Let me know when you want to do that collab build. Oh, and that's your other Mr. Tree account. Good lord. Why do you have 3 accounts that are all named the same? That's just so strange. Not really that strange, but it is. It's different because normally when you have an alt, you you name it differently than whatever other accounts you have. Why don't I use printer? Because it doesn't work. If I could use printer, I would, but it doesn't function. Printer has been borked for months at this point. They patched it sometime around January. The letters are slightly different? Oh, I see. Fill the whole box in and you'll have a gigabase. Actually, no, I won't. I'll only have 1/3 of a gigabase. This whole thing solid is 300 million. But without that, not happening. So I would need 3 of this thing to get anywhere near gigabase levels, and that's not happening. Mr. Tree, yes, I'm not the M guy. Oh. So there's more than one of you. What the fuck? How did I not know that? I saw a new config for the 2BT map art Discord for flat maps. You might be able to config for this. Okay. Send me that, please, please. I would love to use that. I will happily tweak that right now. I'm also just laying out the bottommost layer of Blackstone here so that Baritone has something to lay Blackstone on. Because I'm going to use the Lightmatica command to build up these large, broad walls. But that takes time, as you well know. But speaking of large and broad and walls, and no, I'm not talking about your mother. Oh, I got this motherfucking monstrosity finished. This took all day today. Like, seriously. This is the back wall of the living base and the front wall of Escape the Jack rooms too. And it's not even the whole wall. This is black concrete. And there's another entire 1/2. This is only 1/2 of the whole thing. And that's going to extend out over this way. Because this is only 1/2 of the base thus far. Are you beginning to believe that my small loan of 1 billion Blackstone, which I didn't actually get 1 billion Blackstone. It's actually more accurate to say I got a small loan of a few million Blackstone. But, like, it'll work. Oh, he played his hand. Whoopsie. I see. Good job, Universal. Thank you. I appreciate that. Get out of here, Faker, or I'll get angry. He got out of here. Don't worry. Very clever, other tree. Fake Mr. Tree. Very clever. It's too bad it didn't work. Come back with another fake account so that we can ban you again. Hey, Sugar Moscava, welcome. Where'd he go? Don't worry about it. He had to go and tend to his mommy. His mommy is deathly ill. And so his mommy needs his undivided attention. And somebody had to, help him off of my stream and on to what he should be doing. Which is being a good boy. And not being here. Okay, I'm going to quickly place all this shit. That other tree was a guy whose name starts with a J, yeah. We're just not going to say it. We're just going to sort of, cuck him forever by just not saying his name ever again. If you don't give the devil attention, he will die of starvation. Or whatever. I think whenever you're planning Escape the Jack Rooms 2, scale it back a bit. It may not be buildable or playable. Man, did I ask if it was playable? No, actually it will be playable. I'm already taking that into account. But no, it's absolutely going to be playable. Have no fear. Jacktherippa is here. What's going to happen is the majority of the... first of all, we're getting the chunk loading stuff from what I can tell. So we're going to be able to load as much of this as we need. That's not going to be an issue. But secondly, right about up here where I'm floating, there's going to be the control center. And that's where all the logic is going to process. So at most, we'll only need one person to load chunks. And the player, who can be running around out over in here and, you know, do all that stuff, takes all what they do and it processes locally and it sends it back to the brain of the game, which is, again, right about where I'm floating. And that will process the game and do stuff. Now, as for it being too big, as in it's just too absurd and you can't possibly, you know, find your way around, you know, maybe we won't ever get the chance to build it. Like, I fully accept that it may be too big to play or that it may be too big to build or whatever, right? But you have to aim for the stars. You gotta shoot big. I accept that it may not be possible. But that doesn't stop me from trying. That will never stop me from trying. So while you have the potential to be correct, I'm not going to sit here and say, yeah, you're right, I should just not bother. I should just give up. Why live? Why am I alive right now? Why do I draw breath? You know? If I'm not going to try, what's the point? Uh-oh. If you're in the 2B Map Art Discord, check the Map Art Help channel. They've got all the new releases of printer and configs there. Okay. Well, shit. I may end up having to look at that because this is painful. Let me find it. Map Artist to 2D. Okay, so there was a how-to tab. Map art help. Okay. 324. Wow, this is fairly recent. Okay, so to build map art with Baritone, you have to load your schematic, and obviously this works for what I'm doing too, with Lightmatica, and then use hashtag Lightmatica, right? Okay, it's not 100% autonomous and is stupid, so you got to look after it, right? Pause and resume, right? Cannot restock automatically from chests or shulkers. You would think they would have fixed that by now, but it can move items in your inventory using the allow inventory true setting. Okay, build ignore properties. Prevents it from getting stuck on pressure plates and caring whether slabs are on the top or bottom. Ooh. Okay, I might have to worry about that. Build ignore properties. It works better if you put a platform below to help it get started. If your schematic includes the setting build skip blocks, block 1, 2, 3, list all non-platform materials would allow you to build the platforms for the rest. Okay. It struggles with non-full blocks like carpet. Yeah, God, you would think they'd fix that too. Interesting. Okay, but what about printer? What settings do I need to change? This is a printer thing. Where are you? How to use printer. Okay, from... Oh, wow, today, 1:45 p.m. Hell yes. Okay, get all your previous shit, right? You need the right versions, get it from Ice Tank's GitHub. Cool. Printer range at 4.5 to 4.3, okay. Do that right now. No? Oh, hotkey, whoops. Printer raycast. Okay, range. Printing range. Okay. That'll do it. Hold on just a minute, guys. I will get this. 4.5 to 4.3. Okay. So we'll put all these to 4.5. Cool. Rotate player. Pretty sure that's at false. Okay. Rotate player is false. Okay. Grim rotate. Printer grim rotate is true. For the rest, the default value should work. Recommended map art settings. Don't do map art with printer, but sure. Okay, so this is... You also need VIA version plus if you're not using 120.4. Oh. I've got VIA fabric. Is VIA version different? Mods. VIA fabric. Ah, I don't have VIA version. Interesting. Okay, so that may explain why it's not been behaving. Well, I'll have to screw around with that later. That would require me to go to a completely... You know, I'd have to fuck around with that. I may end up having to experiment later. Fine. Use Meteor's auto-replenish. Does that allow me to grab something from a chest? I don't know. Whatever. AI already took my job. Good. I don't want to have to do this job by hand. Are you kidding me? I love making shit, but I don't want to have to wait all that much time to make shit. Like, I get it. There's no avoiding, you know, how much effort it takes to put stuff on the server, but like, come on now. Damn it. Of course that had to fall all the way down there. No, it's not a billion. Howdy, Stone Cold Killer. You know how large a billion is? Yes. I calculated it out just like 20 minutes ago. It is 10,000 double chests of shulkers crammed full. That's 10,900 actually. So it's basically almost 11,000 shulkers, or sorry, 11,000 double chests of shulkers crammed full of that item. In this case, Blackstone. So no, I was just sort of going with the alliteration. A small loan of 1 billion Blackstone. Soon enough we'll have 100% AI generated bases. I would unironically love to live in an AI generated Minecraft base. If it sucks or if it's inefficient, I could just fix it. Like, it's not like an AI generated picture where it feels like it's just so jank. Fixing it, even if you had the artistry skill, would be way, way, way too much trouble. But an AI generated base? Oh, I'd love that. Honestly, that should be a thing. Hey, ChatGPT, generate me a base in Minecraft, and then it spits out a schematic and does it. And maybe you can use Lightmatica to just paste it in, or World Edit to just paste it into, you know, existence. Like, that would be kick-ass. Holy shit, that would be so cool. Okay. Wow. All right, light my Matica. Okay. It's Javazon doing alts. Yep. God, what a loser. Now then. Ah, good. Thank you, Real Neo. I'm glad you mentioned that. Someone uploaded a video to your YouTube channel. What the fuck? Interesting. There's a point where you shouldn't use AI? I mean, yeah, but like... Can you imagine how weird an AI-generated base would be, though? That would actually kind of be really unique. I could see that being, like, a fun gimmick. I AI generated my base and went from there, I guess. I don't know. If you punched me in the face, I'd forgive. Oh, okay. I don't want to, but sure. How are you, Joe Billy? Just suddenly noticed that, Hey, Jack, I'm back from hell. How are you? I'm alright. How is hell? Oh yeah, how is your leg? I almost forgot about that. Your duck fat incident. The burn. Now you know how people felt when Bernie Sanders didn't win. They felt the burn. I built a base with AI and 100 hard days in hardcore. God damn it. It'd be unique until every lazy hardcore YouTuber did it. Yeah, but I would be doing it on 2B2T, not on a hardcore world. Leg is fine, just looks weird now. Okay. Has it more or less, like, filled in and, like, the superficial damage is more or less done? I don't know. The scar will obviously always be there. How bro got back from hell. You think you're going crazy? What for? Yeah. There's no good vantage point to watch me go crazy on. I used AI to make a video where AI plays hardcore for 1,000 days. Sure. He's probably donated over $1,000 by this point. As long as he doesn't put himself in the poorhouse, I have no reason to complain. Damn, around 1,000. Wow, I was correct. Okay. Well, these connector bits on the side, they don't seem to be, like these big broad sort of rectangular boxes here, they don't seem to be, like, they're not that bad material-wise. This is only like maybe 1,000, 2,000 at most Blackstone on this side alone. Like, yeah, I think this can all more or less be done really, really easily. Get out, damn boy. I know, right? Elmo's a party animal, I guess. You knew you weren't crazy? Why? What happened? Where the fuck? How is there a fake Elmo? Huh? Fuck. There was a fake you in chat. Did it not have the badge? The membership badge? Like, that's unfakeable. My fault, everyone I brought Java up. Oh yeah, that's fine. He brings himself up. He inserts himself because he's a rude little boy. Clearly his mommy needs to discipline him. Oh, I just suddenly remembered I don't have use inventory active. Oh, hey, Top Hat. For your old elementary school yearbook. Damn, that was a trip. Lots of faces you haven't seen in a while. Yeah, that's how I felt the last time I looked at my elementary and middle school yearbooks. Mods playing Among Us IRL, yeah. It didn't have the membership badge. Good. Then your badge must have, like, blended in there for a sec. I don't know. Yeah, that's weird, Joe Billy. What are you talking about? Okay. He's real. Don't worry. That was weird, but he is real. Vaughn Exploits. What? Who is Vaughn Exploits? I don't see any such person. Oh, there he is. Sorry. What's the blue block? Yes, it's Lapis. Yeah, I'm using shaders right now. How much to leak coordinates? Not doing that, man. 2K, I would not do it. No. You would need to pay me many, many millions of dollars. This place is gonna go hard. It's gonna be worth it. So naturally, I can't just, you know, put it down for anything. Can't leak it for just anything. Ooh. Okay. 2, 3. That's 4, 5. Yeah, it's not public info because only the people whom I know will build here and make stuff and help with the game will be here to do that. Would you pay your life savings for it, Elmo? Oh god, please don't. Please have some sense. Hold back, please. How long do you think this will take? Oh god. I'll probably have the outer shell finished before the end of next month. Because this is just a shell, right? This is all just the outside. There's nothing inside it because I intend to build that on, you know, the server here. Oh, we can't even... There we go. Yeah, there's the server people, all the people online. Say hello to them. Oh, Bryce Day is on. I haven't seen Bryce Day in ages, man. Bryce Day was a cool guy. I've always had fun whenever we collabed. Or I've ever turned up at an event he was at. But anyway. So yeah, the part... Well, first of all, getting the facade is clearly the best, like, the point. That's the thing. There really isn't any other thing to do yet. And this is only one half. This schematic, I'm just going to flip it. You know, I'm just going to mirror it that way and then do the other half. The other half is the exact same as this one, just mirrored the opposite direction. So, yeah, it's definitely going to be crazy. Well, you gotta be crazy, baby. Whew, I'd max out my credit cards? Jeez. That's a scary fucking phrase. But yeah, the time and the effort, it's gonna be a while. How can you locate certain people on that tab list? Oh, this tab list. Well, they're people I have friended. So they're on my friends list. I already know what their name looks like. So I have them friended, and thus I can tell by just the first few letters, oh yeah, that's Bryce Day. Beta Calculator is on. Mad Cherry Bro, who I've not talked to in a long time. Osmobite is online. Rfresh is online. I'll admit, this tab list is so much of a mess, I can't tell anybody that isn't on my friends list. So, like, yeah. I wish the better tab had, like, some method of scrolling, and then you could just space out names more appropriately, and then you could just scroll left to right with some sort of a hotkey. And then you would be able to tell where everybody, or who everybody is, rather. Who all's online, etc., etc. Stuff like that. Completing the game will probably be July of next year. Yeah, likely. That's probably not too far off the mark. Jack, I think you would do a lot of things with coordinates. Yeah, probably. Leak them to you, not publicly. I know. I wouldn't leak them. But that's the whole point. I'm only going to tell people who are going to be here to do stuff, to help, etc. I'm sure you would help, though. I don't know. Whatever. Oh, that's a zombie. I was like, what is that blue thing in the grass there? Whoosh. Lots of things, yep. Haven't been on in days. Oh no. Okay. Light My Matica. Found a base at 267,000, 1,300,000. Oh wow. It's totally real. You should go to it, trust me. Give me blocks and a schematic. I'll build anything. Okay. I mean, I'm not against it, but for now, nah, we'll see. Well, damn. Sure is coming along. A small loan of $1 billion Blackstone can't get you very much these days. Oh my god, the economy is just so bad. What with all the inflation? Ah, yeah, good old inflation. It's not just a fetish anymore, it's a way of life. Us Blackstone billionaires got to get by, fuck, I don't know, embezzling money from Doge. Insert jokes here. Stop. Fuck, I wish I could make it not mine blocks just to try and get down. Also, I just suddenly realized we have redstone and we have blackstone. Are we going to get another color stone? I have a map for you after stream if you still want it. Okay. Yeah, we're not in a hurry to get maps, but like I'll take maps because if you happen to have them, just because like they're, you know, they'll be easy to bundle in the coming bundle-pocalypse. The Bundocalypse, as I like to call it. Oh my god, I'm going to have to name and sort everything in my collection. What opinion about Axiom, the Minecraft mod? From what I've seen of it and what I know it can do, it is really good. You have a couple. Okay, cool. I'll pick them up, Elmo. It is a really good mod. I just don't feel like learning a brand new mod because it's very intimidating with what all it can do. It's like learning World Edit all over again, but it's even more complicated now. I'm just kind of like, I'll bother to do Axiom stuff eventually. Right now, I'm good with World Edit. It took me years to get good with World Edit. I'm still learning stuff about World Edit. I genuinely don't feel like I've got that mod, and that mod's been out since like the dawn of Minecraft. I still don't feel like I've had that mod fully and completely learned, you know? And yet, now Axiom has shown up and is, I don't really know if it's replacing World Edit or if it's just going to be a rival or what. But like, it's learning a brand new system all over, and it does completely different things, but funny enough, kind of similar things. I don't know, man. I just don't know. I will one day, but that day is not today. I know Axiom is not... I know Axiom's probably worth getting into on the ground floor, you know? Because it's only probably going to get more complicated as time goes on. And when that happens, inevitably, because all mods, especially utility mods, they all get more complicated with time. Very few utility mods get lighter weight and less complex, you know? Very few mods are of the opinion, or not opinion, very few mod makers are of the opinion they should make their mods simpler. Like, they always get more complicated. Oh, there was a fake Joe Billy? No, his message, he retracted his message. That was the real one. Never mind, Mojang doesn't like that name. Ouch. Ripperino. No. Joe Billy retracted his message. That's very different. That's the very real Joe Billy. I can immediately tell. Don't worry. We'll hit anyone who fakes will know. That was you, Joe Billy. No fake Joe Billys have appeared here yet. Now you're debating names? Oh. You should name it... Are you dead set on, like, controversial names that you know Mojang will clamp down on? Because if Anus Bite isn't a name Mojang will let you get away with, and let's be real, why would they? Then why not just pick a name you know will stick around? Can you do a name that's like a double entendre? Like a really smart double entendre would be funny. It might actually go under the radar too. Because that's the whole point. You want it to fly under the radar. You can do that, okay. Another name or another style, if you're really dead set on like raunchy names, use Leet. Spell something with Leet, and that'll work. Because I think it'll take them a while to identify it. Because Leet isn't something people commonly use. It's annoying to have to read. So it makes enough sense. Everybody's a bot except me. Exactly. Now you gotta think? Okay. Well, think fast. But don't think too hard. Ouchie. I hit my giant belly on the ground. It hurt. You got a suggestion? Yeah. I don't. I really don't, man. I guess you could just Google double entendres, like edgy double entendres. What are some of the best double entendres from the Quora website? Okay. Cunning linguist? Do you think that name is taken, or is that too many characters? There's some decent ones. I don't know. Oh, good night, Coperator. Take care, man. Cunning. I'm pretty sure spelling it that way will get you also hit. So no, I wouldn't do it that way. It's cunning, as in, that was a cunning play by, you know, so-and-so. Not with an M, with an N. Cunning. Anyway, no one can fake being you. You're the only tree. Yeah, you're the only real tree here. It's a real treat to see you. Is available. I'm taking it. Okay. I mean, Mojang's just gonna ding you again, but all right. Can't imagine they wouldn't. If it's available, and it's been all this fucking time, it was blocked. I told you. If it was available, and it's been all this time since, you know, it's literally been 10 years since you've been able to change your name, guys. Like, think about that. It's been 10 years since that mechanism was invented, or added, or whatever. If it's been 10 years, and there isn't a cunning linguist, yeah, it totally wasn't banned in 2015. Well, no, I mean, like, it would have been a name someone would have thought of by now, is my point. If it's been 10 years since you could rename an account, and a really obvious name is just not there, what are the odds that it was actually dinged? Instead of you being the first person to have actually thought about it. Jackbite? Yeah, Jackbite's fine. But Jackbite doesn't mean anything. Oh! Ooh, okay. I know this is a long shot, but I'm gonna look up a name and see. I guarantee you it's still taken. Yeah. Okay, so he did. Gotcha. Holy shit, he has 176 followers. Jeez. Huh. On Name MC. I was looking at Pyrobyte's name. Yeah, Pyrobyte is still Pyrobyte. So Pyro migrated his account. Because obviously the thing would be dead by now if that weren't the case. Okay. And then Cryobyte? Did he migrate that one as well? He did. So Pyro and his alt Cryobyte, they're still around. Well, that's good. That doesn't at least mean that Pyro wants to maybe not play the game, but he wants to keep his account. Hey Cody, welcome. Cody Smile 11 wasn't here. Well, I mean, you know, he's here. He's here enough. He is here in spirit. And also in person. Okay, I gotta light all these up or else I will regret building here. Should have done my homework before. Now I'm mad and tired doing it late. Aw. Gotta do your homework, young man. Or no dessert for you. Whee! Goodbye, creeper. Carman? I feel like if I get banned from another Minecraft server, a mouse will suck on your cheekbone. What the fuck? Okay. Sure. Maybe that should be the sign from the universe that you should accept Or you should accept that as a sign from the universe to not get banned from another Minecraft server. Or whatever it is you said. Just a whim, though. Okay. Menthol Jewel Pod is now a name. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, Mojang would condemn anything to do with vaping, I'm sure. But, like, fuck do I care about that? Okay. The names were never cleared. One of my friends in Luminous Sand Clave never migrated, and it's still his... Oh, it's still taken. Okay, so even if they didn't migrate, that name is not yet available. Interesting. Well, that's annoying, then. Shit, that actually doesn't mean anything. Fuck. You ain't having dessert? Well... Way to be a party pooper then. Speaking of dessert, I'm gonna grab myself some. Oh no, did I eat them all? Oh fuck, I ate them all. I forgot about that. Damn it. Oh, I had strawberry mochi and I ate them all. Well. Those things are so good, but they never last. Oh well. There'll always be more mochi. Stuff's pure fucking sugar, though. I shouldn't just eat it. Just to eat it. Statutory grapes. Oh, man. Can we have Space Valk 45? It would be 5, but, you know, one day. Hey, Elmo, there's a name, if that isn't already taken. Or blocked. There's a name for you. Statutory grape. That's such a fucking awful name. I wonder if Mojang would ding that, honestly. If that's the case, I'm going to buy an alt and snipe the pyro name. Sure. If it ever does become available, sure. I would love to see a pyro bite again, even if it wouldn't actually be the OG pyro. Something smart? Yeah. What's wrong with the name Elmo? Oh, you're Sir Flesh Daddy. Well, still. If I did, I'd give you access to it. Aw. I don't think that would matter. You wouldn't be the same UUID, so you wouldn't have access to Pyro stuff. I guess in a way all of that stuff would be lost forever, wouldn't it? Would there be a way to spoof UUIDs for the purposes of getting access to stuff in a person's ender chest? No. I know you're Sir Flesh Daddy. I mean, we're talking about alts for, like, funny stuff. As in exhaust gas equivalent of the Homo sapien? What? What does that even mean? Oh my god. Well, that popped a totem. Well, that was my own stupid idea. UUIDs are public, so I could try and BS Mojang and say you had to make a new account? I guess. I don't know. What the fuck? What is happening? Was I kicked? No? Well, dropping from that height was stupid. Not that it really matters, I had a totem, but still. Kind of interrupted my flow. Why am I... Is the stream health okay? Yeah, stream health is fine. I don't get it. Eh? Nani? That's very weird. How and why did things just suddenly do that? Oh, you have internet, right? Yeah, I have internet. There we go. Now we are alive and in, I hope. Come on. Okay. Well, that was strange. Cryo queue is nice, to be honest. Yeah, it took way too long to get in, though. I should have been in, like, instantly. Let me go grab myself a new max revive. Oh, well. Yeah, I guess from up there to right there is just long enough to hurt you. DM you on Discord and stream, you're going to hop on Terraria, you'll toss me the maps. Okay. Yeah, when I'm... Why did it disconnect me, though? Like, why did my ping go fucking nuts? Weird. Some questions we'll never have answers to. Weird. Strange. Queer, even. My poor ass has to wait 8 hours in advance? Jeez, dude, I'm so sorry. If you can, like, structure it with, now, admittedly, this also costs money, so it's not a perfect solution to your problem, UN4. You could try to get one of those proxy services. They're way cheaper than Prio. And the proxy service will try to keep you as connected as possible. But you only get 6 hours of playtime a day if you don't buy Prio. Which is weird, because normally I only really play about that much time every 2 days. So in a weird way, like, Prio is only kind of worth it if you are playing more than 6 hours a day. Admittedly, it's also the convenience of just getting in immediately, but, you know. Is there another chat? What do you mean? I'm checking, like, Discord and stuff. Checking on all the stuff that I have. You know, just making sure everything's still connected. House buffed the time to 8 hours. Really? Huh. That's nice of him. Very, very generous. I genuinely don't expect anything because of how they have approached the server in the past. So, like, anything we get at all from them is, you know, that's money, man. Or that's gravy, I mean. Alright, stop fucking mining the structure you just built, Baritone. Good grief. Why does Baritone do such silly things? Now then, the extra 2 is nice. I shouldn't slow down the queue too much. Yeah. Don't know if it really matters or not, because other than those who are using a proxy service, I don't know that it's something your average person has that much of a luxury. Oh, god damn it. Fucking put me on top of the blocks. Thank you. 3. Max 6 hours is crazy. Not really, because, like, if you think about it, most people go to a place and work, or they go to school. Most people sleep for hopefully about 8 hours. And altogether, that eats up 80% of your day. And so that gives you about 4-ish to 5-ish hours for whatever it is you want to do outside that. And so if you spend all 4 to 5 of those hours playing Minecraft, and you've structured it to where you've spent your queue time in the queue itself, yeah, there you go. Yeah. Spawn's filled with bots nowadays. The wardens I tried transporting to spawn We're killing a bunch of AFKs. Okay. Well, I kind of wish it was possible to kick bots from the server. But I don't know. Sometimes you don't get home and you're AFK for a few hours. Yeah, that's another thing. You may not arrive in time due to, you know, scheduling conflicts, unexpected things, etc. And the next thing you know, what's really annoying is if you're AFK and you aren't doing something to stay anti-AFK, like the proxy services will allow, you know, you'll basically get kicked accidentally and come home to halfway through the queue. House is fine with bots clogging up the queue. Damn. I guess. Queuing is crazy these days. Jupiter is 50 times bigger than the Earth. Yeah. I have heard details to that degree. I remember when before the big red spot on Jupiter dissipated, because apparently that was some kind of a storm. I remember right before that, or not right before, it was a long time before. I remember when, you know, I was learning stuff in elementary school. The red spot was like the big thing. You know, that was the most identifiable aspect of Jupiter. You know, it was the thing everybody wondered about. And I remember hearing that several Earths could fit inside the red spot. And so, yeah, Jupiter is 50 times larger. There you go. Pop-up capture every 5 minutes to check if you're a robot. Okay, that would be annoying. I wouldn't ask for something like that, but maybe instead of a CAPTCHA, have it be, hey, all you've done is run around in this general area. You've not, like, done anything. A player would be doing stuff. Like, I don't know. I feel like my own auto-fishing bots would get caught up in that, so maybe that's not a wise idea. It's a great idea. What are you talking about? Okay. Yeah, I believe you. Sure. Mm-hmm. You should have to prove that you are a living being and not a booping robot. Although, you do realize that it would be possible to eventually get some kind of like baritone fueled whatever to like do a CAPTCHA for you. What am I working on, Kay? It is this giant Blackstone citadel. But we got to build the walls, and the walls take a lot of Blackstone. A lot more Blackstone than you'd think. There's an AFK kick in his... Yeah, the AFK kick is decent. Take your hands off me, you damn filthy robot. Serious note, I don't understand why the server size is so limited. Why can't House just host more people? So 624 players is limited. Is that what you're telling me? Why can't House have more people? 620 something people. We had 1,000 almost around New Year's. That was players on the server, not counting the queue. But it's more limited, so more people, you know, need to be allowed on, right? I'm pretty sure everybody that wants on is able to get on. 700 players on 60 terabytes, yeah. Can't be that bad. Gone for 300 pre-update to 600 post-update. Yep. I think he's doing a pretty good job of being as allowing as possible. And I'm sure a lot of those players who are online, I would not be shocked if like 50% of these people are using, oh, what is the name of that proxy service? You know the one I mean. I would not be shocked if most of these people are proxies. Or on a proxy, I mean. You know. 4, 5, 2, 3. Spawn Mason Grant Program. Hey, Riolani. No, it is not the Spawn Mason Grant Program. It is the Osmobite Grant Program. Because he supplied a lot of gold to that one guy whose name escapes me. And they are the ones who bartered all of this Blackstone. So, yeah. Good stuff. Have a pop-up saying host bot or hot bots in your area. If you click, you get banned. Hot bots in your area. There are no hot singles in your area. The internet historian himself figured that out. So how's your day been, Ani? You've been fairly quiet if you've been here very long. Oh yeah, the chemistry demonstrations for the kids. How did that go? If you've yet decided on anything, or if that's even been. Hey, DB Coop, welcome. Just finished another gig. Okay. What was it? That demo is in May. Okay. I have plenty of time to plan and so on. Oh boy. So, when I get done up to here, stop. Don't you fucking mine any of this. Fuck. There we go. Oh, it's raining. That's right. Good. Okay, let's try over here this time. Fill in more on this wall. Okay. Accompanied 2 young classical musicians for some capstone concert. Uh-huh. What did that all entail? Oh. Hey, Anarius. Oh my god, you're back. Welcome back. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot to mention, please leave likes, guys. If you've not yet liked, please like. Press the little thumbs up button. YouTube is kind of bad that way these days. Well, what the hell? What is happening? Why am I jittering in place? Stop. Oh, I pressed my creative mode fly button. Fuck me. But yes, you know, please give Jack some love. Because YouTube is bad that way. So they want you to... They want you all to use that like button. Entailed isn't what you played. Yeah, what did you do? You accompanied them and did what? You just accompanied them on piano. Okay, that makes sense. 1K is the maximum amount of players you can have on a server without a TPS drop? I don't know about that. I think we can have plenty of players without TPS drops due to how Folia breaks everything up. I don't think it's that bad. I think there just aren't that many people with priority queue who are all trying to simultaneously join. That's with heavy plugins and other optimization. Yeah. I'm not really worried about that. Finish your goddamn homework. Good night. Okay. Have a good one, sugar. Take care, Mr. Moscavo. And beefy hardware. Yep. All right. I will let you out. Ellie in charge of being whiny, I tell you. Okay. Well, I will give Baritone this. It is at least quick. Gonna have to fly back to the cluster of boxes and fill up my inventory again. Okay. Oh, god damn it. Didn't even fucking see him. Fucking hate creepers, man. No. Fuck. I needed those. I need those. I'm gonna pop another totem. Okay. Donut SP had over 10,000 players on a map. Oh yeah, that's right, Mr. Beast's thing. Yeah. But that didn't last for very long. Why did they call it the Donut SMP? Oh, well, he fell. Honestly, reset the map. I am sick of walking out millions just to build a building. Oh. No, I don't believe 2B2T should ever just reset the map. The server itself is too important at this point. Played the accompaniment for the Sibelius Violin Concerto and Saint Seiyan's first cello concerto. Okay. Is playing piano difficult? I've often wondered about it. Yeah, you don't have to fly that far, but I would say where you build is important, but it's not necessarily about distance. It's about how you hide what you've built. And there is an art to hiding. So I wouldn't say you have to fly out millions just to get blah, 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 you know. I wouldn't say it's to that level yet. But we'll see. So much value for this space. Yeah, it is a lot of value. Map being reset wouldn't stop people from finding your base faster. Yeah, that would... Well, I don't know. Actually, the ironic downside, or rather upside, would be that there would be very few chunk trails to follow. And yet, I don't know, if you reset 2B2T, everybody would lose interest. And the server would quite literally die. Nice song. Okay. Okute kashiru. To go running, I think is how that translates. It comes easier to some than others. I would say no for you. I have no musical gift or anything. I had worked very hard to get that good. You're still getting better. Okay. Well, that's cool. I was always wondering, you know, because it seems complicated playing differing pieces of music with, so like, you play one set of notes with your left and one set of notes with your right hand. And it just feels like it would be too overwhelming for me. I don't know. Within the 0 to 100k range has as much loaded, and you can build, yeah. You can basically enjoy what all's there and still have a good time, I think. Yeah, that's fair. I think if you hide a lot of your nether stuff in 112 trails, you are a lot harder to find. Especially if it's 112 trails and 119 trails on top of each other. Put the Maniac in Melomaniac. Okay. Learn the piano, but I don't have a piano. Yeah, that's the other thing. Learning the damn thing is a lot harder to do than you might think. It's time-consuming, and they're expensive. A piano is not something you just have. You have to want to have it. You have to know how to play it. You have to have the money to buy one. Like, a lot goes into that. Your average person who has no experience with, you know, anything musical, they're just not going to do it, you know? It is what it is, I guess. You know, you have to have the skill and the talent. You have to have the desire. Like, a lot of things just kind of have to come together. You have to be one of those kids who, I guess, was taught, you know, forcibly taught as a kid. Because otherwise, what else would you do? I don't know. Does anybody just pick up piano later in life? Or is it something you kind of have to be set to doing as a youngster? Muscle memory on the left and right probably works better than the keyboard. I guess, but what if you're not like... I don't know, that's a lot of muscle memory. It's a lot of practice. God, the Riptide Trident is so nice. Yeah, I play on an electronic for about 10 years before finally getting an acoustic upright at home. Good amount of people start late. Okay. Well, that is at least kind of encouraging if I ever decided, hey, I want to learn piano. But ultimately, you know, that is something I will do a long, long way from now. Always good to start young. Yeah, I don't think I would have ever had that luxury. It's funny, my grandmother owned a piano. I probably could have learned from her now that I think about it. I was just never interested as a kid, and I always had the choice to do it or not do it. So yeah, I kind of missed the opportunity, I guess. Oh well. I've never really like sat up at night and been like, oh no, I missed my opportunity to do this. I never really cared. And even now as a music person, like, I was not into music much as a kid, which is kind of weird to think about because like music is such a big part of my life now. I can't imagine not liking music. But I was indifferent to it. Like, totally indifferent to it. I don't know. Maybe it won't matter. I mean, I don't have enough time in the day to do stuff like that anyway. Callum and Roscoe, stop retracting your messages. I want to see what you're saying. I don't actually know what you... That scares me when you retract a message. Need to have like an autocorrect in your brain when you're reading comments? What, like a grammatical autocorrect? Yeah, I try to phrase things in proper English where I can. Even if I'm not like perfect at it. Fuck shit, stop. Uh-oh. I'm constantly looking and checking my ping because if the ping fucks up, the flow of blocks that I place will fuck up too. And it gets very, very angry at me if I'm like not placing blocks the way that it thinks I should be. I'm replying to a reply that was retracted. Oh. Lost comment had a lot of mistakes. Oh. Now I see. Okay. Well, I don't exactly have the staircase finished, but like, it's getting there. It's getting there. It's only been 1 hour into the stream and I've already got all of this. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Last comment had a lot of mistakes I didn't notice. Oh, okay. Well, hey, whatever. Someone else's mistakes are not something I care about. I care about my own mistakes more than other people's. I don't hold anyone to a higher standard than my own self. I'm just almost never able to hit it. I said you forgot your box when you left it there in the middle of the wall and deleted your message when I picked it up. Hey, that's how it goes. I had to put it down. I couldn't pick it back up. I didn't have the inventory space. I had to waste a stack of them. Or, well, you know, spread out a stack of stuff to give myself the room to pick the box back up. Not that it matters now. The boxes are all basically worthless. Let me actually just go ahead and pull all this crap up. Now, unfortunately, this is all the lapis I have to my name. I'm gonna have to figure out how to make that. Or did I put some in my ender chest? Didn't think so. Yeah, it's all... It's all right. Did I have any boxes down here? Yes, I have. Put that here. Empty box. Bam, 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 bam. If you ever do an obsidian build near spawn, I feel like builds that are so cool, they stay here for a while. I don't really like building with obsidian right now. I know I've done it in the past. I don't know, man. We'll see. No, that's all that. Damn, I've already dumped a double chest of shulkers. Ooh, baby. Hey, Iris Galaxis. Okay, I've got to ditch the shaders. They're slowing it down way too badly. Slow my roll. Very boring life, and why are you? What? Why are we still talking about this? Yeah, why are the two of you still talking about this? What on earth? Yeah, an obsidian build near spawn, un4. If I did that, it would have to be an interesting structure. Not like one... like, for example, I saw this one really cool Tyrannosaurus Rex skull. And then I saw a human skull, and I world downloaded them because they were that neat. But apart from that... no. I want a block that is really hard to mine, but is not obsidian or crying obsidian, you know? I want to put a build at spawn that is differently colored than just black, you know? Obsidian's been used to death at spawn. It's boring. It's more or less what we've come to expect. When Stone Cold Killer goes below Y0, he becomes Deep Slate Stone Cold Killer. Okay. Deep Slate Cold Killer. Right. The Deep Slate Cold Killer. Follow us on this long and harrowing tale about the Deep Slate Cold Killer. His motives, his victims, and most importantly, his reign of terror. Follow us now on the True Crime Podcast. I don't know why, but that just came to me. Mojang adding different colors of obsidian. You know what would be really cool? Paint! Let me paint blocks. Holy shit, Terraria can do this. Why can't Minecraft? Let it be a somewhat obscuring kind of color. You can mix paints like you can mix dyes on leather armor. And it's just a thin coat on the surface that you still see the texture of the block underneath. Maybe it'll be a little bit like... because it wouldn't take much in the way of algorithm to just like do a simple color math type of situation where you have the color and texture of the original block, and then you overlay with some sort of opacity that color of paint, you know? Like, it wouldn't be hard. So then we could do obsidian, different colors of obsidian. It would still be obsidian, so it would still be hard to get rid of. You just go that way. And then you'd add a paint scraper tool. Or you just let the brush paint off or something. I don't know. Nether core reactor? Nether core reactor's okay, but I don't think they're ever going to bring that block back. Yeah, the red obsidian from the nether core reactor. That is definitely different, but I don't know. Time to refill. Bam, 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 bam. Light my Matica. When he goes to the nether, he becomes Netherrack Warm Killer. Warm. I love the attention to detail there, Anarius. Warm. I like that. Can do transparent green if you waterlog every single bush or mangrove thing. Yeah, I guess. That feels kind of boring. I still feel a paint system like what we have in Terraria is a great step in the right direction. We could absolutely do a really sophisticated painting system for color coding and painting blocks. And you could just do whatever with whatever materials, style you want and go from there. And it would just work. It would just work. Obsidian used to take like 3 times longer to mine. Yeah, it still takes a while. It's not perfect. But I think obsidian being painted would be a great start. What would he be in the end? Ooh. End stone cold killer. End stone cold killer. That'd be great. You should register that name, man. I'm just saying, you know. You register that name, that'd be a neat name. I don't know that you actually care to do that, but, you know. When you mine Stone Cold Killer, he becomes Cobblestone Cold Killer. Griefing bases by painting all the blocks piss yellow. Yeah, that'd be great. Imagine the opportunities for trolling. Imagine the pixel art you could pull off. That'd be great, man. The ability to, what is effectively dyeing a block a different color. Imagine the colors of wool you'd be able to pull off. I saw a mod many, many, many years ago before, it was right after beta was over. And it was a wool color wheel type mod where like every color under the sun was some color of wool. And you could just make any color of wool that way. And so you could do photorealistic mosaics and stuff. Really, really awesome idea. Really nice. Yeah. Ain't no way, Muller. Ain't no way what? Duping obsidian and spamming it all over builds would be better griefing method. Yeah, the Jared griefing method, I'm aware. That was Jared's weapon of choice. He would gather all the items in your, if you had a stash or if you had a build, he would just take all the items and he'd just scatter them around and he'd build with it in the most butt-ugly way possible and then blow up as much of it as he could. Having alts with every stone variant. Jack says stone often. I'm like, huh? Oh! So how do you pronounce it, Stone? Is that not it? Is it Sten? Steen? Stein? Like S-T-N-E. Well, there's no vowel in the middle, so that makes it really complicated to actually pronounce right. Yeah, you say stone. Yeah, I say Stone Cold Killer. Okay, so I had it right. The way you phrased that, it didn't sound like I was saying it right or something. Guess not. Whatever. If you use a stone cutter on Stone Cold Killer, he'll become chiseled Cold Killer? Okay. What's your favorite Jared alt? Ah, my favorite Jared alt was Jared 2016. Because for a little while there, because he also had Jared 2014. For a little while there, it felt like he was going to just have alts with every year's, named. And 2016 is my favorite because of the chaos of the year 2016. Not like the losing of the base, but the political chaos. Like, God, those days were so fucking funny. Everybody losing their goddamn shit. Oh. Of course, they're still doing it, but it's a lot worse now. I think he's not used to you saying his name a lot. Ah, okay. Oh, when I talk about stone blocks in game. Got it. Favorite Tristan alt. I guess it would have to be the alt that he lent to Pyrobite. Makasam. Makasam was like... Because that was actually not Tristan most of the time. It was Pyrobite a lot of the time. So, like, I was happy with that alt. But the other alts I didn't really think much about until Tristan became a backstabbing bitch. But, yeah, you guys know all that already. Hey, Musk Wizard, welcome. Ooh. Okay. So far, so good. Makasam. Maccasam. Makasam. I have no idea what that was named after or what that mattered, but... That was just an alt that Tristan had that Pyro used quite a lot. I remember getting imps at Space Valk 1, and he came out on Makasam, and I was like, oh. Yeah, that's how you spelled it, Ani. Yeah, that's correct. And I just remember thinking, oh. Favorite Pop Bob alt? I guess Brony Pride. Because he was, like, always spamming. Just every time he got on Brony Pride, you knew someone was going to lose their shit. Because he was either spamming the abortion page from Wikipedia, literally the whole page. He would just say the entire text as the script. Or he was just like, he was trolling. I don't know what else to say. He was pretending to be a brony to troll. It was very, very popular to hate on bronies. Bronies were, you know, still very prominent in those days. And so it was like, bronies are revolting. So naturally, Pop Bob, being a revolting troll, instantly went for the one thing that he knew everyone would be revolted by. Disgust is a very powerful urge. You notice that? It's a very, very, very strong, easily weaponized thing. I'm going to inside your base, lil bro. Huh? Okay, sure, whatever. Yeah, there was no spam filter, or very little spam filter, back in those days. Use a stone cutter on Stone Cold Killer, he becomes chiseled Stone Cold Killer. Okay. All right, that's cute, I guess. Or exercising Stone Kill on Stone. Okay. Was Shogun a brony? I think he became a brony, but I don't know. I was never a Shogun. I was never a friend of Shogun's. I never really, like, got to know him even. By the time I was really playing, like, meaningfully, Shogun was gone. He came back for, like, a very brief instance in 2015-ish. Fucked off, like, 2 months later, never saw him again. Of course, that was probably due to, you know, the Russia War. Those poor cartoon horses, them bronies needed to calm the fuck down. I know, right? Oh, yeah. I mean, the odds of a brony ever calming down was pretty slim. The only thing that, ironically, the only thing that really made them, like, I don't want to say they vanished, because I know they're around in some level, right? They're still obviously around to some degree. But the only thing that really, like, made them calm down was their precious show just, like, ending. And, I mean, all of those sorts of things have to come to an end eventually, so what do you do? But it's really fucking funny that that's what it took. So, yeah. Like, they fucked off. But really only because they didn't have a choice, I guess. In a weird sort of way. What person was the most annoying? Oh, God. That'd be a toss-up between Demon Elite and... oh, what was his name? Build Smash. The man who was going to save your soul whether you liked it or not, and the extraordinarily homosexual, aggressive CIA agent who was also a furry, and was ardently open about how much of a furry he was. And there are other sundry folk who showed up over the years who were also exceptionally annoying. Uber Slug Cake felt like the man had like 50 IQ points total. I still to this day don't know if that was legitimately how smart he was or if he was just really good at pretending to be stupid. Couldn't tell you. But Uber Slug Cake, he was the one who popularized, or not even really popularized it, he's the one who came up with the phrase dedication, motivation, acceleration, which some of us still use to this day. So, you know. Demon Elite, our favorite furry, yes, our favorite glow-in-the-dark furry. Reminded you of Teletubbies? Oh. Really weird, but I guess there are worse stuff to be into, I guess. I don't know. A lot of the bronies felt like they were just a few unfortunate events away from landing themselves in jail for sex crimes of some descript. What a collection of words, exactly. I recognize that, Blackstone. See you soon. I'll see you too, Scholar. See you in hell. Satisfaction dude was annoying right before he found the invincible pig. One could argue he was a little too self-satisfied. Chris Layton was basically gone by the time I started playing. Yeah. He had gotten doxxed by Pop Bob only like a month after I joined. And he became really scarce really fast. And when that happened, while I didn't necessarily miss his spamming, it did very quickly occur to me that he wasn't there when previously he was. And so I was like, oh. Because I was still living at that end base at that time, and I was like, huh. Where's that Chris Layton guy? Wouldn't find out until much later that he had been doxed. Okay, well, apart from the shit that's not in place. Baritone, you do a decent job. I must say, Baritone, you are a strange fellow, but you place a good block. Didn't he say he was the king all the time? Yeah, that was his shtick. Didn't last very long, but it was memorable. Heard you personally convince him to pass the throne on to Pyro. Yep, I certainly did. When he came back in late 2013, I instantly recognized him. And I was like, oh shit. Hey, wouldn't it be really cool if I got him to say, hey, Pyrobite is king? And then I did. Saying you're the king is cringe? I mean, this was 12 years ago. Jesus Christ. This was a different time period. None of us took the game that seriously. Is it cringe? Maybe. But I'd like to think it was all just a fun act of like stupidity that we were all in on the joke to a degree. And none of us were like so hyper serious that we had, I mean, some of us seemed like we were very serious. I don't know. It was just a different time on the internet as a whole. A lot can change in 15 years, 13 years, whatever. None of us believed the server was going to be around in a year. You realize that, right? Like, I can vividly remember everybody just basically was accepting of the idea that 2B was going to shut down in a month or two. And that was just the perpetual attitude we had. There was no guarantee it was going to stick around for any length of time. And we were okay with that. We just had fun with it as it was, one step at a time, I guess. So doing shit like griefing everybody, storing stashes away, claiming even, not even just pretending, like straight up saying, shouting from the rooftops, I am the king of 2B2T. Like, That was dumb as hell. But, like, it's how we had fun back in those days. Oh, hey, no, hey, Mike. Welcome. So, to be history, like IRL history, is often skewed or aligns with only the person writing the history and or their agenda. With that being said, is there a 2B2T historian that you feel is best representing of everything? Vincent. Vincent is the only person who has gone the extra mile consistently to portray things as they were. He's not perfect, but he's doing his best. For a kid who was literally a young child when all of that was going on, yeah, he does a good job of capturing the spirit. He's got spirit. And I appreciate that far more than Fit or... Well, not really Sal. I appreciated what Sal was doing too. I just kind of wish Sal had kept doing it, but Sal went off on his own and did other things, and that's whatever. So it's actually kind of unlikely the server survived. It was highly unlikely any of us were going to be on 2B2T in a year. And it was just simply how it shook out. No one could have guessed it would go the way that it went. It was going to die, and then Rusher found it. And that was all it took. Like, it's one of those things where you can't know in the moment, but looking back on it, you know, as objectively as we humans can be, you look back on it and go, well, actually, this, and this factor all propped up at the exact moment they needed to allow it all to continue. Because it wouldn't have. If such and such hadn't happened, then, you know, it's the domino House of Cards type effect, the butterfly effect. If Imperator and Offtopia hadn't joined the server, they wouldn't have kept it on life support throughout 2014 and 2015. Then it would have definitely died before Rusher had ever even gotten his hands on it. So, like, it just was the perfect amount of X, Y, and Z to make the server what it is. And yes, like Musk Wizard says, history is indeed written by the victors. History does have a slant and a bias to it. History as I remember it, yeah. And that's all I can do. I can't tell you history as it is objectively. I don't know what history was objectively. I would have had to have been omniscient to know what history was objectively. I would have to have access to log files that Housemaster's probably deleted by now. Like, objective history is not as reasonable as we would like to think. You should still try and hit it. Should still try, don't get me wrong. You shouldn't give up on objectivity. But, yeah, it's going to be skewed, of course. Duh. Nobody's expecting it to not be. Or if you are expecting it not to be biased in some way, I'm sorry. There just aren't that many of us who were around back in those days. It's just the cold, hard truth. You're just going to have to accept it as I tell it, because all the other people who could tell you something different wouldn't want to give you the time of day. So, yeah. Like... And don't think for a second that those who would give you the time of day, who would tell you something different, also don't have the agenda or, you know, perspective or whatever. Like, they'll tell you their half, but it won't be what you're expecting. I don't know. Amazing to be lasted this long to this day with all these pump and dump servers, and yeah, I know, right? Again, it's the perfect storm. Yeah, it was extremely unlikely the server ever would have survived. Trump 17 did a good video. It was alright. It could have been better. Is the entire server really 1 billion Blackstone? No. That was a joke. I have a terrible perception of the amount of blocks. Hello, get scrolled. It is indeed Jack. I did these calculations at the beginning of the stream, but for those of you just joining us, 1 billion Blackstone is 10,957 double chests of shulker boxes, crammed full of that item. Ow. So do I have that many? Hell fucking no. Oh, sorry, it's 10,716. double chests of shulkers. Nobody, I think it's pretty safe to assume, nobody has a billion of anything. And will likely never have a billion of anything on this server. It's just so absurd. Like, let's throw away the notion of having a billion of a specific block or item. Let's just go with everything you get your hands on, right? And assume you can get full stacks of 64. You're looking at many, many decades of work to get 10,000 double chests of boxes. I don't think you could load that area. I'm pretty sure that many chests would destroy your frame rate beyond recognition. Like, it's something else. Do you think the whole hate Fit got for farming the drama with Rusher was a bit too much? It is a bit much, I agree. People do over-hate on Fit. It's that bandwagoning effect people love to, fall prey to. People love that because it's fun to look at what your friends are doing and saying and then agree. Yeah, water sure is wet, guys. Damn it, I hate water. Oh, why is it so wet? Ah, fuck, water. God, it's just so wet. It's coarse and it's fine. It gets everywhere. And it's just like, well, that's life. And we'll all agree to agree. Kind of. And the next thing you know, you have groupthink. And you're only 2 steps away from communism once you're a group thinker. True facts. And stop right there, criminal scum. Light Matica right there, criminal scum. Oh, I've got jump boost. No wonder I'm doing some funky shit. Somebody should take that as a challenge. Okay. I mean, if you want to get 10,700 whatever double chests of an item, or of any items you get your hands on, really, have at it. I don't think a dupe, any dupe, even if you had months and months to yourself, I don't think a dupe would be enough. Like, again, the problem is the loading and the double chests. You would need to put 1,000 double chests and then go away some ways and then do that 10 more times and just dupe all the shulkers you can of whatever item to fill up that 1,000 double chests and then go to the next site and rinse and repeat. That's how you get a billion blocks. It's absurd. It's just too absurd. It's just not going to happen. Fusion and I make base progress vids like a Survivor series. We throw away the notion of having a billion of anything. Yeah, you're going to have to. The billion in the thumbnail and in the title, that's just like the alliteration. A small loan of a billion Blackstone. Like, and also the irony of having something like that. Because obviously you're never going to have that much. And a billion of anything is not small. So you get the joke. Okay, I have explained the joke. It is dead. Psycraft definitely has the resources. But even then, the resources to obtain a billion of anything, the biggest factor is time. You will basically be doing whatever it is you need to do for however long it needs to happen. And that's not going to be any decent length of time. That is going to be decades. I guarantee you that's decades to get that much, if you're doing it legitimately. Which, you know, you want to farm that shit legitimately, be my guest. It's natural for people to toe the line. Tribalism at the end of the day. Yep. Yep. That's how we humans evolved. That's just Gringotts. Gringotts for the entirety of an item? For just one item? I mean, that's insane, but yeah, I guess. By the time you finish the last stash, the first one will likely have been found. Yes, exactly. I mean, actually, the more likely thing to happen is you get a dupe, and you set out to do this. And so you make your several sites, 11 sites of 1,000 double chests, and you set up all your prep, and you finish one site. By the time you go to the next one, I guarantee you the dupe is patched. Hell, before you even finish filling up that first site of 1,000 double chests, I guarantee you your dupe is patched. It's public info. It's patched. It's a Donald Trump reference. Yeah, exactly. A small loan of $1 gazillion. A small loan. Oh, fuck. Well, whatever. I'll come back and get that in a minute. A small loan of $1 billion. Like the guys who paint the Golden Gate. End and then go back. Yep. You paint the Golden Gate Bridge from one end to the other end, and then you gotta circle back around and start again. Did I meet Russell Lee? I talked to him once or twice. He wasn't like... He was okay in small doses, but I was never like a fan of his. Wasn't a bad guy, I don't think, but he was in jail, I want to say. I could be wrong. I might be mixing him up with someone else, but... Russell Lee was weird. Mr. Beast is going to get 1 billion subs on YouTube. Jeez. Imagine having 1/8 of the world's population under your belt. Under your thumb. You could tell 1 billion people to go buy Beast Bucks or Beast Bars or whatever the fuck they're called. And at least 10% of them will do it. And that's 10 million. So like, titty fucking Christ. Small companies would kill to have that kind of reach and influence. What was my view of Pop Bob? Did I ever befriend him? Not really. Pop was always annoying to everybody. It never really seemed like he wanted to have friends, I'm gonna be honest with you. He was very trolly and standoffish. It always felt like Pop Bob didn't... He was there to make trouble. And I guess that's the point of 2B. But for somebody like me who is there to make things and do stuff, I never knew Pop Bob to make things or do stuff. We were as polar opposite as we could possibly be. And that's not a good thing. Like, we were never going to be friends. He was always a jerk ass. Like, that's just the best way to describe him is he was just a jerk ass. That's it. And people like that are hard to get along with. You're not one of them. Good, Mr. Roscoe. I'm glad you aren't. Can the Brenillan Storytime come out yet? No. I mean, I can tell you about Brenillan. I don't really know what else to... What you want me to say about him. He, I met Bran at Spawn. He's the one who told me about Spawn Teleport in April, May of 2013. Somewhere in there. He was just like, hey, Jack. Because I'd been on the server for about a year by that point. So he somewhat kind of knew of me. And he'd seen me talking in chat and all that. So he knew I was a regular. And so he was like, hey, Jack, there's this really cool exploit. Spawn Teleport. It's in this client. And the famous client, Notice, was going to die. Because the guys who maintained Notice were sick of maintaining it. And yeah, they just were all like, we're not doing Notice. Everybody scattered to different clients. Brenillan was like, use this client. And I was kind of sketched out by it, but I was like, all right, whatever, I'll use it. And as it turns out, it had Spawn Teleport in it. So I teleport to spawn, and somehow my bed got removed or fucked with in some way. And when that happened, I lost the ability to return to the lands. And so I went and based with Pyrobite and Sato at Valkyria. And that was fine. And then Bran got involved. He was just like, I'm going to invite myself. And I'm like, whatever, you're cool, sure. I don't really care. And the next thing I know, he's a part of the group. And at first he's really cool, but he gets to be more and more of a jerk as time goes on. And I will say, he invited himself to the lands when we were going back. I didn't have a problem with it at first because I was cool with him. I didn't think there'd be a problem. I didn't know that he would suck up to Tristan, Clyde, Pop Bob, and Talo in 3 years' time. And that would be a liability. I had no clue that this was going to be a problem. So yeah, I took him with us. There was seemingly no reason not to. I was very much of the opinion, the more the merrier. And then it just became obvious after... Because, like, he was very standoffish with Kino. And I liked Kino Rana, and I was like, well, you know, be friendly to each other, guys. What the fuck are you doing? And, yeah, like, eventually Exalted Spartans told me, I don't like Bran. And I'm like, what? You don't like Bran? And then it just sort of was like, oh, yeah. Yeah, I kind of don't like him either, but he's not bad. And then I was very quickly proven wrong that no, he actually was bad. It just took time. The biggest red flag that should have tipped me off that something was wrong was when he said, yeah, Pop Bob has doxed me. I can't make a profile on LinkedIn without Pop Bob finding it. And I was just like, oh, well, that sucks to be you. You know, whatever. And then I started hearing that he was sucking up to Pop Bob. And I was like, wait a minute, that's not a good idea. Don't get in bed with him. Pop Bob's not a nice guy. He'll do you dirty, if you're lucky. And he'll fucking dox you and do you bad if you're not. And he just kept getting closer to them. So I never had a chance to really, like, bring him back from the edge. And the next thing I knew, he was all ogre. The lore of 2P2T is wild. Must have been a crazy experience. It really wasn't, because you got to understand, this is 13 years of, like, compounding events. You got to understand, I take every day one day at a time. I'm not focused on 10 years, 5 years, 2 years, whatever, from this moment. I just happen to remember all the things that has happened in the past. Like, I just sort of connect the dots. You're probably not going to get a history like this going forward, because back in the day when there were so few people playing, you know, at most we had maybe 50 regulars. Meanwhile, we have 583 people on, and this place is perpetually full. You can't know anybody, just about. And so the history of old 2B2T was the way that it was because everybody could at least partially know other people. You know, there's that limit, and I forget the scientific name for it. There's that limit where you can only know, there's the limit of how many friends you can make and of how many faces you can remember, right? And you can't, and I think that limit's right around 120. And you had maybe half of that playing back in those days. So you could be reasonably aware of everybody playing. And that would create a sort of interlinked group that was very loosely associated. And that could produce, you know, the history that you all have come to know as 2P2T history. But now, everybody is indistinguishable. I literally can't fit you all on one screen. I recognize 3 people that are not on my friends list. I recognize Mothra. I recognize... Oh, God. The names overlap so badly. In 8TT, And only because he's been around a long time. And I think that's it. Like, I cannot make heads or tails of who is who. And neither can anyone else. And so you'll have history, but that history will amount to nothing more than the drama between factions. Well, this faction did that. Well, this person said this, and it set off this, and blah, blah, blah. Like, we're probably not going to have the 2B2T history we used to. Not in the same style. Just because you can't really distinguish anyone from anyone else. It's very hard to do that. It's still kind of okay to do that, like the Slime Girl people have kind of managed to distinguish themselves lately. That's interesting. But like, my eyes instantly went to Motive as well. Or Mothra as well, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Because his name is unique, and I've seen him since like 2017-ish. So yeah, scarcity makes everything more valuable. Exactly, Neo, exactly. Having things that are things and not 1,570,000,000, you know, item in a sequence. It does make everything more meaningful. Oh shit. Stop. You have violated the law. So yeah. You recognize D-Man 2004, the king of the server? No, I'm sorry. If I could, it's probably because I can't read the name. There are too many other names overlapping. And that's just how it be. People don't know that it do what it be, but it do. People don't think it do how it be, but it do. New 2B2T history is boring. Exactly. Would I recognize your username, Roscoe? Maybe. Do you play Java? I don't even know your IGN, so like, if it's not exactly the same as your YouTube, no, I wouldn't. But yeah, again, new 2B2T history is boring because, as I said, it is simply the collective results of faction drama. And faction drama is uninteresting. It's probably more interesting if you're actually in the faction and you care about the faction. But that's the problem. You can't. Most people cannot be in a faction, right? Factions have to be exclusive to a degree. You know, you can't let just anybody in the front door. You won't have a faction. It's like a cell. You know, cells have to keep the outside world outside, or else you don't have a cell. And if you don't have a cell, you don't have complex life, and you don't have, you know, all the fun interplay that everything functions, and you get the idea. And yeah, like, having that individuality component to the server goes a long way. You have somebody you can root for. You have people you can follow and keep track of. You can actually understand their motivation. You get why they're doing what they're doing, or at least you can ask them. But a faction? Any one faction is doing a million different things at once. What are the Masons doing right this very moment? No one can answer that question. Not even the Masons. And there could even be this giant fuck-off Mason base somewhere right now with like 15 people at it. And I'm sure you'll be able to tell the story of said base in retrospect. But if you tried to get any ideas as to what happened, when, and how, you get 15 different, or 1,500 different accounts. But with individuals, like the old 2B2T, you still get different accounts, but you don't get that many different accounts. A lot of events will line up. But, I don't know, man. I'm at that point in my life where I find it harder and harder to remember people's faces. Ouch. Too real. Too real, Reg. Yeah, and then there's the clout chasing. That's another good point. The clout chasing pollutes the waters or muddies the waters, however you want to put it. Makes it unsavory. Your username is exactly the same. Okay, good. Space Value 18 is going to need around 10 dubs of quartz. It's going to be placed at the grounds right next to Value of Wit. Okay. Cool. Will do. The only interesting thing is when even the nerds or something comes up with some new groundbreaking exploit or tech. Yeah. Some new coordinate exploit, some new big massive security flaw. Like, that's what it takes. An upheaval. Something that ruins the way things were and changes it all for good. Like when it became obvious that you could trail people in 1.19. Before, when we had just updated to 1.19, it wasn't possible to trail people. Or at least, we weren't sure it was possible to trail people. And that quickly changed. And it didn't matter. All right. Hell yeah, we got another side done. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at it. Look at it all. My charger isn't keeping up. My phone's about to die, so I'm going to say goodnight. Oh, I'm sorry, Callum. You have a good one, man. Happy phone chargings, and good night. Where I base, I keep a record of local events. To me, it's more interesting because it's your personal history. Exactly. That's exactly what I've done. I just have a lot of personal history. So if you keep doing that, Reg, in 10 years' time, provided, you know, a lot of things go right, and you keep playing, you'll have a sizable amount of history to keep track of. And it will be something interesting. It won't be the same old, same old. It won't be the standard drama that everybody indulges in. You know, it'll be different. It'll be yours, and that's the important part. Fixing the Valley of Wheat would have made us big guns in 2016 or 17, but since we did it in 2022, nobody knew about it, and Fit made an Aureus vid weeks after, and that didn't help. Yeah. We did 100% crops, terrain, everything, including the original underground, which was, yeah, wow. Damn. Yeah, you guys went the distance, and it didn't matter because it was not special. It had already been done before. The first Valley of Wheat renovation was special, but the 50th isn't going to be special. It's just how it is. You're never good with faces nor names. I wish I was at least good with one of those. Yeah. Sorry, man. Okay, well, I can at least tank these falls without it just destroying me. That's why you're glad you gave me the offer. Well, good. It would be worth telling, yeah. Oh, man. How Flime ties. Alpha and I were just musing about that the other day, like 2 days ago. It feels like so many different events were just yesterday. But they weren't. They were 5, 6, 7, 8, almost 9 years ago. We were musing about the establishment of quartz eaters. For those of you who don't know, quartz eaters was going to be a base. It was a very small miniature base, like an outpost, that we were building to mine quartz. And this was what we were going to do to build Space Valk 3. And we were under the impression that we could do this, that we could mine all of that quartz. Obviously, we didn't have a dupe. You know, none of that was around. And so that was the plan. And we were musing about that we had founded it in early October 2016. It was shortly after the drain was griefed. And I was like, wait a fucking second. Late October of 2025 will mark 9 years. Because that's about the time Alpha and I met. It was over the summer of 2016. So it'll be a 9 going on... Well, it's going on 9 now, but it'll very soon be going on 10. Year friendship. Like, fuck. That is not something I expected, but it happens. Have I made a survival base on this server? Grinding for mats, just vanilla gameplay? Who? Me or someone else? You remember Quartz Eaters, okay. When did Alpha join? In 2015 sometime, so he joined about 10 years ago. Jack's secret nether base. No, it wasn't in the nether, it was in the overworld. But the nether side had quartz ore, and we thought that was enough. Obviously wasn't enough, but... Oh, me? Oh yeah, I've made plenty of survival bases, you kidding me? You mean without duped items and such? Yeah, that was the whole premise of Ocean's Anomalous. We did most of that without dupes. We only needed duped items when it came to building the game. That's what, 9. Okay, I can... Oops. Put that here. Grab all of this. And there we go. Yeah, without duped items, yes. Apart from the Blackstone, which I don't really count this as duped, because all the Blackstone was gotten from a bartering farm run by a bot. The gold was duped. The gold that was supplying the bartering. But, like, that still had to be bartered. So it still had to be overseen. So, like, I don't know. Admittedly, I didn't farm up all of this. I wouldn't be able to. I would have to go out millions of blocks just to make a reasonable... Oh, this is the window. No wonder it stopped. But yeah, I'd have to go out millions of blocks just to make a good bartering farm. Millions of blocks in the nether. I mean, I guess you could barter all this up yourself if you were really crazy. I don't know. When you say 2015, your brain snaps to 5 years ago? Ha! This ain't no 2020. No. Even though 2020 felt like it was a 5-year-long, event, it certainly was not 5 years ago. Oh, I tell you, we'll be looking back on 2025 with the exact same sentiment. 10 years from now. Guarantee you we will. You thought 2020 was so far in the future. Well, you were only like 10 years old maybe at that time? Yeah, I mean, it's just... When you're young, 5 and 6 years, or even 3 years, seems far off. But as it eventually comes to the present, then it isn't. And then you go, wait a minute. Now that wasn't as much time as I thought it was. It'll only get faster as you get older. Just get used to that. Base is looking good. Yeah, it's only been about a week of effort. It's all just, shell, but still. Stop fucking mining the things. Oh my god, I need you to build, not break. It'll get up to the very top, and then it'll start mining its way back down because it's too afraid of me taking fall damage. When everyone was saying the world would end in 2012. Yeah. I knew it wasn't. knew it wasn't gone. We got that one really cheesy Hollywood movie out of it, though. So I guess that's something. In 3 years, you won't be a kid. Yeah, I know. Scary, isn't it? You're facing down the door to adulthood. You are now responsible for your own actions. Legally speaking. Or, well, not yet, but you will be. And then you'll have to serve jury duty. Eventually, you know, your number will come up and they'll call you for jury duty. I've had it happen to me. My mother's had it 3 times in her life. My dad's had it once. Funny enough, my brother, he's only 2 years younger than me. He's not ever had jury duty. Lucky bastard. How did he get away with that? I guess the die hasn't really rolled for him yet. But it will. You won't be a kid in 4 months. Damn. How time flies. Ah. And you know what? That's okay. You'll make your peace. We all make our peace one way or another. That was a myth from the Mayans? Oh yeah, the 2012 world ending. That I don't even know why they bothered with that. That scarcity rule also applies to time. Yes, exactly. Time is the ultimate scarce resource. It was a bad movie, you're right. It was very cheesy, but it was fun. I don't think anybody sane took that seriously. I think there are a few sane people who did take it seriously, but not in the, oh my god, the world is going to end, but in a more, oh god, I hope the world does actually end kind of way. I know a few people who would have been relieved if the world had unironically ended at that point. Draft dodge? What draft? Like there's not even a draft now. Like 2012 especially, there wasn't any such thing. Like no, there would have been a lot of people who were just sort of, you know, the typical existential dread of normal boring life. Like there have been a lot of people who I know would have been upset if the world was going to end, but it was thwarted, you know? Like if the world was legitimately going to end in 2012, but then something happened and it got delayed or stopped or prevented or whatever. Like there would be a lot of people who are sane, but would not be happy with that because they would want the world to end. Like as crazy as that may sound, they would want the world to end because they don't want to have to live in the world as it is now. Not that they have a choice, you have to keep living, but you know. Started watching Jack when I was still in high school. Wow. This year you get your bachelor's. Shit, dude. Don't make me feel old. I was asked on the spot if I'd say it if I started watching like a year ago. Yeah, no, it's not been a year, Iris. It's been 4 or 3. No, it'll be 4. No, it'll be 5 years streaming in December. This December I will have started streaming for 5 years. I tell you, I still don't have an idea for what I want to do for that 5th year anniversary. I should probably get an idea. Oh, stop tickling me. I'm ticklish. Okay, now for this side of the building, and then up this part up to like right here somewhere. That Blackstone connects all the way over to here, so I could maybe complete that wall from there. And then there's this facade section, which is really kind of annoying. I should go ahead and get all those stairs together, but I don't know. It's a lot of Blackstone stairs. And then I got to do all of this side, and this is going to take like a week. Because I don't care to have Baritone doing this every day. I'll try to sort of space it out a little bit. Hardcore with Jack, big return. Oof. Well, I can either hardcore with Jack, or I can do this. And mind you, I need to have a base before I can make Escape the Jack Rooms 2. So I'm just saying, it's one or the other, not both. Unless I make Escape the Jack Rooms 2 in hardcore instead. Which, and I know I've said this already, that would be a really cool gimmick for a hardcore series. To be like, I built an incredibly dangerous, very difficult death game in hardcore. I would totally expect someone to do that. I built Decked Out 2 in hardcore. Which would unironically be really, really cool if somebody built a replica of Decked Out 2 in hardcore. Hardcore Jack will not return, unfortunately, because I've got more important things to do here. Sorry. How about modded hardcore? I don't like mods for a lot of things. A lot of the mods that I did love have all died. So I'm not really thinking about using mods because they're not the same. Thaumcraft is dead. Industrial Craft is basically dead. I don't think Forestry is around. Thermal Expansion's still around, but those people are jerks, so I don't want to patronize their mod if I can avoid it. What else? Greg Tech is, I think, still around, but I don't know. Greg Tech was one of those mods that admittedly wasn't bad, but again, I've talked about Gregorius T before. He, for those of you who don't know, Gregorius T was a mod designer for Forge who basically put a backdoor in his own mod. So he had op on your server if you played his mod. Real nice of him, wasn't that? Real fucking nice. Absolute nice guy. Big nice guy energy. So yeah, needless to say, that was a big yikes. I don't know that it matters anymore, just because that was so long ago now. But I'll never forget that he did that. He was a trusted developer for Forge, and he made a backdoor just in his mod. A lot of people were really upset about that. What other mods did I play back in the day? Thaumcraft. Oh, the beekeeping mod. What was that beekeeping mod was a forestry add-on, wasn't it? And again, forestry is dead, I'm pretty sure. Haven't heard anything about forestry in years. That's very unfortunate. Forestry was nice. You know, one of these days, maybe I should try to, like, re-engineer some mods from the old Feed the Beast mod packs. See if I can't find more up-to-date versions. Feed the Beast was really cool. Hardcore was already modded. Very, very, like, loosely. I only ever used dimensional doors, and that was it. I was not, super into... What the hell? Oh. Oh, I see. The camera can't see my face due to pop filter. There, that's probably better. Anyway, yeah, the mod that I loved from way back when got updated one day when I was still playing hardcore before 2v2t had updated. And I just got really lucky, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to use that. Hello, JM Toriente. Welcome. Hardcore was already modded, and also kind of, like, getting boring. I built X, and hardcore is overdone. I agree. Was Big Brother? What is Big Brother? Or what does that have to do with anything? Do you mean, like, Big Brother as in the 1984 Big Brother, or like something else? Bonk. Owie, my legs. Okay, so it's getting kind of late. I got a decent amount of stuff done. A lot of empty shulkers of Blackstone. You know, as one does. Oh yeah, the map arts. I'm gonna have to sort those out. I'm not looking forward to that. Alright, well, I think that'll do me for the evening. I'm gonna go and end the stream on my, or in my personal little room, which I built. Nice little personal bedroom right here. It's supposed to be this little overlook area. It's got like a little balcony that's contained. And then there's this nice little Japanese room. I found a bunch of pictures of various Japanese rooms and thought that'd be a neat little cool secret room to have in my Blackstone build that's not going to look even remotely like this. So I went as far as to make shoji. This material, obviously, this is pink. This is a white terracotta, but, you know, this is the next best thing I could come up with. Ah, don't have pale oak yet, so I can't complete this. These books are out of order. Somebody came in and messed with them. Must have, like... Huh. Oh, well. And so, yeah. This is, let me turn all that off so that it's not so bad. There's my fancy graphing calculator from way back. I should probably put a laptop here somewhere, now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I can do the fancy graphing calculator stuff here, and then have a laptop here. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. One final little thing that's, like, not more of the same, because this entire stream has just been more of the same. Got my calendar over here, nice little lamp. Sit at the desk, write your books, you know, drawers. This is a Japanese-esque banner painting. I saw this on a server somewhere and I had to have it. Little closet, nothing's in it. Or a boudoir, or however you say it. Another little desk thing there, some candles, nice painting. Oh, this isn't the right painting, shit. I'm gonna fix this real quick. No. No. God, why don't they let you just pick the painting you want? There we go. Agrarian. That's the name of that painting, by the way, Agrarian. It's hard to tell, but those are people in a field farming. Or something like that. So yeah. Got the little, the doors are hard to open. You gotta be in them just right. But I like how that turned out. So I'm gonna build a tiny little laptop. Yeah, I think that'll work. Get a birch trapdoor as the back. Or no. Let's get a bamboo backing. That'll do. Okay, bamboo trapdoor for like that Japanese-esque style. I can quickly polish these up, turn them into... I made them bricks. Fuck me, I don't need bricks. I needed 2. There we go. How did I click the wrong... What the fuck? What is going on here? Am I going crazy? I did click polished Blackstone. What? Chiseled Blackstone bricks becomes Blackstone brick wall. I want this, not this. What? What is going on? What even? Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's right. Oh, there's the polished Blackstone. Well, how on earth was I to know? All I had to do was click the polished Blackstone brick slab to get a solid thing of polished Blackstone. Wow. Fuck you, 2B2T. What the hell? Yeah, you want polished Blackstone? Here's some polished Blackstone bricks. Right, that makes all the sense in the world. Huh? Oh, I have those. See, I don't need these. I gotta get completely rid of those. Ah. Glowing items. Okay, put these up in here. Okay, cool. Now I need a map art to display for the thing. Oh, God. This is... Okay, these are bits from Angel's Mirror. So I can't use that. It needs to be a 1x1. Spawn. National Tsundere Party. Okay, well, this is a gamble. Okay, it's nothing risque. More map of Spawn stuff. Okay. Just pick a random shulker. It's probably got something bad in it, but, you know. Baron Fly. Okay, that's decent. We could use that. Millhouse by Burnsy. Damn, I haven't seen Burnsy in ages. Lonely Mountain. The Lonely Mountain. Frodo, you must go to the Lonely Mountain. Or no, that was Bilbo. Bilbo, you must go to the Lonely Mountain. Bedrock. That's cute. I like that one. I'm gonna kill Bill. What's this map? Oh, Flying Spaghetti Monster. Right. Biohazard. That's cool. Cat Flushed Anglerfish. What even is that? What the fuck is a Cat Flushed Anglerfish? Skittles. Oh, it's the vending machine. That's Hero Brian. Satanic Teletubby. Guts plus Spire. Ooh, okay, I know which one I'm getting. Jalvalio. However you say the name. I need to make a duplicate so that I have a way to bag them up later on, because I'm gonna have to bag everything up when bagging things becomes possible. I swear I'm gonna spend like 2 days just bagging maps. Tagging and bagging. Fuck, where is it? I know I have a bunch of empty maps. It can't be that hard to find. Okay, maybe it's that hard to find. That's empty shulkers that are from Blackstone. Coral from Ocean's Anomalous. Nothing. Oh, come on. Where? You need to find one item. You're going to be searching for ages. At this rate, I may as well just make an empty map. Did I search this already? No, that's regular item frames. Lots and lots of those. Surely they're in here. Did I put my empty maps in the map shulker area? I must have. Wait. Well, okay, that's all quartz. Not that I really need it. God damn it. I don't know what I did with all my big slew of empty maps. Had a bunch. Know they're in here somewhere. Maybe I did put them in the map art area. I mean, they would go there, right? Well, no way to tell what's what. Oh, Ripperino. Fudge. Well, I do have some here. I should just use these. But I know I had others. That's 121 stuff. Okay, whatever. We're good. I've wasted enough time on this little egg goose chase. Interior design? Not really. It's mostly just finishing off one tiny little detail. I should have a laptop here. So I've decided I will have one. Boom, bop. Perfect. Fix my roof. Bam. There's a nice little laptop right there. Okay. Yeah. You did a pretty good job. I want to put more. Like, maybe I might go as far as to have just like an entire East Asian house, but like for the whole floor, maybe? Or maybe just like a secret bit that you have to find your way into. I don't know yet. But whatever, this is where I sleep for the time being. And with that, oh my lord. All right. think the Happy Gas, how I'll use it. Happy Gas will be cool, I guess. It'll be nice for building. I don't really care too much other than that because, well, I mean, we can already fly. Everybody has every item under the sun, pretty much. It just isn't really, like, that special. Also, this... I'm gonna go with a smaller amethyst bud. Because I'm gonna go with the tiniest amethyst bud possible, because this is supposed to be a teapot. And the small amethyst bud was like the closest I could get, but I wanted something more fancy looking. I wish we had teapots or sets or whatever. Oh well. At any rate, guys, you all have a great evening. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and so on. And I will catch you all tomorrow for Freeform Friday. We will be playing Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. And other than that, I will catch you all Monday for more 2v2 team. Goodbye. Have a good night, etc., etc. Stay safe. Night.